end of this game. I got like a couple series left until the All-Star break, so I thought this was a good time to jump in anyway, and then see who the All-Stars are. But we're split so far with the Reds. Each won a game in this series. And right now they have their stud closer, Greg McMichael, who's got a 2.84 ERA. Although I think earlier in the year he had a quite better ERA, a lower ERA. He's only a rookie. He's got, 15 saves here, 28 innings pitched, 4 ERA, 23 Ks, only 8 walks. One of those 8, though, started off our inning, which is a big no-no, with up to the runner on base to now have the tying run at the plate. Tying run at the plate, whether that guy walks or gets a home run. So you just go at it. Anyway, walk, EY, and then we had Jim Tatum got a base hit, so guys were on first and second. Put Alex Cole in as the runner. He's incredibly fast. So he represents a tying run. Then Chris Jones got a base hit, so we have bases loaded now, nobody out, down to Andres Galarraga is up. I don't know if he's leading the NL in OPS. He's damn close if not. So he's the guy you want up. And then we got Monte coming up behind him. He's got a 366 on base, 507 slugging. And then Boston. If we get to that point, we will, hopefully. But these guys will give us the lead. Okay, so let's go ahead and start simming it. I have Carrot in as the pitcher right now. He's my best reliever. So I brought him last inning. We did give up the run, down 1. We're actually winning until the 7th. I believe it was the 7th. I had Dave Meade, which is a great game. He started pitcher for us. We were up like 4-1. And then there was 4-3. Gave up 2 runs that inning. We came out, gave them one more guy, and they got a base hit to tie it. And then, I think we took them out. That's right, he had the bases loaded. We went to Gary Wayne, our left, we faced Pendleton, and then Justice, the right, come up. Pendleton got a hit to tie it, and then we got Justice out with Wayne. And then last, we got Carrot, and he gave up the run. So anyway, we're winning. Braves to the lead. Now we're trying to battle back. Here we go. Here's Galarraga against Greg McMichael. Base hit in the left. Alex Cole is our runner. 100% sending it. He dives in and first save. So we tie the game with the base hit from Galarraga. Chris Jones represents the go-ahead run. He's pretty fast. 60 speed. I think we're going to leave Garrett now, but we can get somebody going. They got switch hitters, Nixon, Pendleton, and Justice to the left. Take the lead here. We very well to go to Jared no closers. Although, my thoughts on closers, just should go to the best guy at the time. So that would be Parrott, but pitch last second. So let's get Holmes going. Here we go. Here's Dante. Nobody out. Runner on second. Second base hit to load him up. Man, McMichael hasn't even gotten out yet. Giving up 1 walk, 4 hits, up to a 3.18 ERA. Here's Gerald Boston. Bases loaded. They got the infield in, of course. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Deep right center. Dribble receiver McMichael's going to turn. Okay, so it's ran with Alex Cole, Henry spot, Joker that had Garrett Wedge back to catch.
strike three. Great series win by us. Braves are 54-25. I think they're leading the MLB. If not, they're leading the NL. And we're now 41-36. Great first half so far for us. Jim Tatum, 3 for 5. He did strike out twice, but I don't care if you go 3 for 5. Galarraga, 3 for 5 with big three ribbies. Three big ribbies. There's need. Only one of the runs was earned. I did not realize that. Might have been an error on EY or Boston. Each of those guys made an error today, but only one earned run. He pitched 6 2/3. Wayne came in, blew the save, gave up a run that was charged to need, unearned. And then Parrott also gave up a earned run, but he got the win. Holmes came in and got the save. So Glavine gave up 2 runs in 6 innings. Not too bad. He did give up a decent amount of hits for him, 8 hits in 6 innings. And then McMichael blowing it up to a 3.38 ERA now. So we got the Cubs. We're at home now, 4-game series, and then we have the Marlins at home and then at St. Louis. So to kind of move this along quicker, I haven't done this very often, maybe a handful of times at the most. I'm just going to sim this out. I'm going to set the lineup, and then we're going to sim it out. We'll do that maybe until we lose, and then I'll enter the game, the next game if we lose. So we got Mo Sanford going. Painter is fresh as well, who had a great couple of first starts. He's at a 1.93 ERA. So then the other guy is going to have to start the next game. So I think against Turk Wendell, who's decent, I think I want to go Painter. Push Sanford back a day. And this is the lineup we went with yesterday. It's our best lineup. I think we'll stick with it. I just don't know what other changes we want to make. Council can be better defensively than either Benavidez or Young, but we'll stick with this. We'll see how it goes. Looks like Rick Wilkins has been hot for them. So we're going to enter the game, and then we're going to exit the game. Let the AI sim it. I don't like doing that, but it's hard to sim out every single 162 games. So this will move along a little quicker. And we win 3-2. Wow. Painter pitched great. Darren Holmes coming in and getting the save again. Oh, no, it says credit with the win. Darren Holmes getting the win. So EY 2 for 4. Jones, a lot of other guys, just 1 hit. We didn't have a whole lot of hits. 8 hits. They out-hit us 10-8. We had 9 guys left on. They had 14 left on base. Wow. Dante made an error. Looks like Trent Hubbard hit his second home run of the year, and EY hit his third home run of the year. So some unlikely candidates for home runs. Painter going 9 innings. Would this go 10? Looks like this went 10, huh? Wow, we got a run in the bottom of the 10th. EY hit a solo home run, so it was a walk-off for EY. So 2 runs by Painter, 9 hits, 7 Ks. Outstanding job. Goes the complete game, I believe, technically, right, if you pitch 9. And then Holmes coming in to get the win. Struck 1 guy out, 1 hit. We used him on back-to-back days, so hopefully they won't use him tomorrow. When I say they, that's because we'll go ahead and do the same thing on this next game. We're facing Dreyer now, who has a 2.77 ERA. Looks like a couple of transactions have happened. Jamie Wright, I guess, added maybe to the 40-man roster because it says we've received him. So I'm going to go ahead and send him right back down to the minors. I have my coaches managing who's on what teams in the minors. So that shouldn't have screwed anything up. We're still 25 guys on the roster. Yep. And here we go now. Game 2 against the Cubs. We've got to leave EY in. Hubbard hit a jack 2. Maybe Benavidez will take out. We'll put the lefty Council in for defensive purposes. Liriano's been hitting pretty well lately for us as well, but he's an infielder. And, you know, we could go Chris Jones. Take him out. He's actually cooled down a little bit because he had a higher OPS not too long ago. So now Liriano not great at third, but put him in there. I mean, he actually he's better at second, but obviously EY at second. Um, interestingly, Dante can play a decent third here. He's got a good infield arm, 60. So I think we might be better off going EY into left, where he's about the same as he is at second. Boston to right. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Boston to right. Dante to third. Liriano to second. That's how we're going to do it. So now batting third, we'll go Dante. We'll go Boston 5. You know what? We might move. We'll go Trent Hubbard here in the 2 spot. Tatum 3. Dante 5. Boston 6. Liriano Council. We do have 3 lefties in a row. So, you know what? I'm going to switch that back. Well, not 3 lefties in a row, but one being a switch hitter. We're going to go Hubbard 6. Got a little pop. Slugging 410, just hit a homer yesterday. So there we go. That's what we're going to do. Mo Sanford starting against Darren Dreyer, 1-1 with 277. So we'll go ahead and we'll exit this game. We got Ryan Sandberg out today. We had Billy Wilson out yesterday. See if we can get a W here. We do another close game, another extra inning game, 14 innings, and we win 8-7. Looks like they got a run to take the lead in the top of the 14th as we were trading zeros the entire extra innings, and then we got 2 in the bottom of the 14th. So that's our 43rd win of the season. EY Ofer, Dante Bichette reached on an error to win the game in the 14th. Tatum multi-hit game, Galarraga multi-hit game. Wow. Dante only 1 hit, but reached on the air to win the game. Council 3 for 6, now up to 285. Good contact in a year for him so far. Looks like they went with Cole as the pinch runner. I like that. Wedge pinched hit. Jones came and pinched hit. A couple steals, Hubbard and Council. Liriano caught stealing. So Mo Sanford didn't pitch great, kept us in it. 5 earned runs and 6 and a third. 3 walks, 3 Ks. He's kind of a high stuff guy. Service came in, gave up a run. Ruffin, no runs. Munoz, no runs in combined 5 innings. So the pen did really well. Blair got the win, giving up a run, came in the 14th. Struck 2 guys out, though. Gave up a home run. Wow, what a game. So I guess do we sim this one? It's a 4-game series. And then we got Florida and then St. Louis. I'd like to get to the All-Star break kind of quickly here. So we got the top 100 posted, top 100 prospect list, and maybe one final voting update of the NL and the AL All-Stars. I already submitted my ballot. Let's look at the top prospects. So top 10, Manny with Cleveland, Roland, Giles, Giambi on Oakland. Yeah, the Indians have several guys in the top. Well, maybe not the top 10. They got 2 guys in the top 10, but they got more in the top, like 100 for sure. Abreu with Houston, Nevin with Houston, Jason Schmidt with the Braves, Rivera. There's Council number 9. That's awesome. Good for the Rockies here. Obviously, he's proving himself. Let's check out the top organizations. So the Stros now at number 1, and then the Indians right behind them. Stros with Abreu, Nevin, Ramos, Billy Wagner, who's a starter in this game, came up as a starter in real life, and Richard Hidalgo. They don't even have Lance Berkman yet. I think he's like 95, a rookie, but he's usually he was a top 100 guy, highly ranked prospect in real life. Yankees coming in 3rd with all the, Posada, Jeter, Ruben Rivera. Keith Heberling, haven't heard of him, but is a top prospect in this game. And then the Braves, they're going to be set for a while. As we all know, they were great in the 90s and 2000s, early 2000s. Where are the Rockies? with Craig Counsell. Here we are, 12th. Counsell and then John Thompson moving up. He's 56th now. I don't think he started that high, but they have him in AAA now and not doing terrible. 19 innings, 4.66 ERA, but Colorado Springs very much hitter-friendly ballpark. So that's the top hundo list. You know what? I feel like I want to play this game out because the Pens got to be pretty tired. Yeah, surprisingly, only a couple guys. Munoz is in the red, and then some guys in the yellow. I mean, just that surprises me from 2 extra inning games in a row, although one was just the 10th, and we walked it off in the bottom of the 10th. But yeah, it was what Munoz and Ruffin went 5 combined innings yesterday, so they're in the red. But after that, guys are ready to go. So I guess we'll sim this. I'll play some games soon here. We got Ashby going. He's been solid lately. He came up and he was really solid. And then he had a couple not great outings, but still at a 3.02 ERA with 56 innings under his belt so far. So how are we going to switch this up? I like to keep Counsell in. Maybe for EY this time, we'll keep Benavidez in. Counsell better at short than second. And, well, Benavidez also better at short than second. But I think Benavidez is actually better as a second baseman. He just doesn't have as much experience there. We're going to lead off Hubbard. We're not going to lead off Counsell. Looks like Tatum is tired, so we got Wedge in. Hitting 185, only 27 at bats, though. Benavidez 357 on base. I guess I like him in the 2. I wouldn't mind Dante, though. A little higher on base percentage and better hitter overall. Then we'll keep Jones in the 3, Galarraga, Boston, a bit more of a slugger in the 5. Benavidez can hit in the 6th. And then we'll go Wedge, Counsell. I like Counsell 8, higher on base. Wedge, my worst hitter, will be in the 7th spot. Hubbard can catch. That would free us up to bring in an outfielder, but unless that was EY into left, Cole, I'm just really using as a pinch runner. He's only had 20 at bats. That's his role. So we'll go Wedge. We'll give Wedge a shot. I mean, he was tearing it up in AAA. That's why I brought him up. He was OPS in over 1,000 in almost 100 at bats. Granted, I know that's a weird ballpark, but that's still pretty solid. All right, so here we go. Going against Mike Morgan with a 3.89 ERA. He's 4-3. Let's go ahead and simulate and lead this game. See if we can win the series here. Ooh, they win a tight one, 4-3. They get a run in the top of the 9th. These tight games are what make me mad that I didn't enter and play it. Galarraga 3 for 5 with no RBIs, though. That's really about it. That stands out. Boston 2 for 3. A couple other guys with 1 hit. We had 11 hits. They had 11 hits. No home runs for us. Wow, 3 errors, though. Dante at 3rd. Oh, no, he was in right. Chris Jones at 3rd. And then Benavidez. They had a steal, home run. Sosa hit his 16th of the year. Ashby pitched 8 2/3, gave up 4 runs. I may have taken him out before that, but 9 hits and no walks. So really not too bad of a performance, especially at home. Darren Holmes came in, pitched the last out, gave up 2 hits, third of an inning. So we couldn't scavenge that one. 4-3, 3 errors, I assume, costly. Oh, you know what? We forgot to look at the All-Star voting. Let's give that a quick rundown. So in the NL, Dalton Biggio slot. Yep, they have Biggio at catcher, as we all know, or if you're a MLB history buff, especially around the 90s, Biggio was used at catcher now and then for some seasons, I believe, even. There's Galarraga sneaking up into the 2 spot. That's good because he was not there before. Will Clark Bagwell. Sandberg, Ron Gant been playing second base and shortstop for the Braves. Roberto Kelly. At 3rd, Kevin Mitchell probably still leading the NL in home runs with 23. Pendleton with the Braves, and then Dave Hollins. They've been putting Sheffield at short, which, in real life he played third. He's actually a third baseman in this game, but I guess they've been playing him at short. He's getting votes for shortstop. And if you saw him at third in real life, I mean, he was a stud athlete. He could have played short, no doubt. Barry Larkin, Jeff Blauser, Bonds, Butler, Bip Roberts, Langford, Dykstra, Grissom in center, Dave Justice, Kruk, Gwynn, and then starting pitching Maddox, Rio, Schilling, Glavin, Guzman with the Cubs, Jones, Beck, Lee Smith, Xavier Hernandez, John Wetland with the Expos for the NL for relief pitching. AL, we got Holies, Leyritz, Tettleton, Frank Thomas, McGuire, Stanley, Alomar, Whitaker, Baerga, Molitor, Canseco playing third, Edgar Martinez, John Valentin, Tony Phillips, Jeff Rebule at short, Bell, Salmon, Henderson in left, Lofton, Mack, Griffey in center, Wangon, Puckett, Buhner. At DH, Winfield, Cecil Fielder, Dion James, Musina, Nagy, Clemens with the Red Sox, Tapani, Jack McDowell, and then relief pitching, Eichhorn, Olson, Eckersley, Orozco, Danny Cox. Okay, let's play this one out. The final game of the 4-game series with the Cubs. They're going for the split. We're going for the win. Then we got versus Florida and at St. Louis before hitting the All-Star game. Okay, so let's set the lineup here. Hubbard's got a little higher of an OPS now than EY. Let's lead off Hubbard. Let's get Liriano in at second for EY, like giving him start again. We'll keep Tatum in the 2. We'll go Jonte in the 3. Jones hitting. Let's move Jones to the 6. He's been struggling a little bit more as of late. Still got good power though. Slugging over 500, second best on the team to Galarraga. Benavidez, Liriano. I like this. This is how we're going to do it. We got Butch Henry going, 4.70 ERA, 4-6. Not having a great year, but usually a good control guy. They got Sandberg back to the 3 spot. They're leading off Willie Wilson now in center. And we're going against David Hutchinson. So maybe we face Guzman tomorrow, or no, I'm sorry, this is the final game, so we don't have to face Guzman. That's a perk. Hutchison, 32 innings. Looks like he came up from AAA, the American Association. Was doing okay there earlier this year, 3.81 ERA. But he's a rookie. So here we go. Hubbard with 18 steals. We'll see if he can get us going offensively, but we're going to sim out the runners in scoring position for them. Nobody reaches, so we have 3 down. Here's Hubbard ground out. Jim Tatum fly out to right. And Jonte ground out. So that's doing either team in the first. No one reaching scoring position for them. Jonte extended one over to the left. One left. Strikeout and another. There's a double for Benavidez. A double. We got Liriano now with the runner on 2 base hit. We're going to send him. We got 2 outs. It's our best chance to score, and he does. 2-0 us with Butch Henry. 2 outs. Strikes out. So we take a 2-0 lead. 8-1-2 for us. They got a guy on second. Willie Wilson ground out. Mark Grace fly out to right. So they get nothing. Top of the order now for us. Hubbard strikes out. Hutchinson striking out a lot of Rockies. Tatum ground out. Jonte sending one deep to right, but it's hard. 3-4-5 for them. 3 up, 3 down. Great job, Butch Henry. Another strikeout, Galarraga. Joe Boston fly out to center. Chris Jones ground out. Hutchinson settling in. They're at 6, 7, 8. Nothing doing. We're at 7, 8, 9. There's ground out to the pitcher. Another ground out, which Henry will come up at least with 2 outs and no one on, so that next inning got the top of the order. They're at the top of the order. Mark Grace on second base. 2 outs for Sosa. walks him. Might have pitched around. I didn't tell him to do that. He might have done that, which I don't like. It's only the 6 that we're up to nothing. Now we got Candy Maldolano. What is that? Diving play out. Bottom of the 6th, top of the order here. Trent Hubbard, base hit. Now, how's Hutchison holding runners? Not very good. Hubbard, good at stealing. We're going to go here. We get thrown out. We got Tatum up. Strikes out. And how many strikeouts have Hutchison's had this game? 6 strikeouts, 5 2/3. There's Dante fly out to right. So we kill the inning, get thrown out, stealing, and nothing doing after that. They're at 6, 7, 8. Sandberg, 3 up, 3 down. Henry's still having a great game here. Galarraga base hit. Here's Daryl Boston. Rounds out. They get the lead out. Boston kind of get 2 outs in the 9th. Chris Jones round out over second. Benavidez walks. Liriano up. Got some good gap power, but Luke's one for out. So 93 pitches, Butch Henry. They got Steve Michelle pinch hitting, and then we got the switch hitter and then the lefty. So I'd like Henry as the lefty to face these guys. I'm going to give him a shot. We are going to get a righty up in case we run into any trouble with the heart of their order coming up. So Parrott's at 90%. He's our best guy. He's got to be the go-to if we get into that situation. We're going to warm him up. Here we go. Sandberg is up with 2 outs and Grace on second. We're going to let Henry try to get him because, Sandberg's a tying run. So as long as he doesn't go yard, he only has 5 home runs. He's not a big home run guy. We still have the lead. Rips it up the middle. That's going to score a run. So now Sosa up. I think we got to get Henry out of there. He's pitched great. Parrott's ready. Henry is due up next inning, so if we go with Parrott, quick double switch. Get Liriano out of there, put in Council. Defense, we're going to do that for sure. Defensively, Council will come in. Council's going to go to short. Benavidez will go to second. And Jeff Parrott coming in. Liriano in the lead spot. So let's see if we can get Sosa. Fly out to right. Rob Parrott. Council leading off in the bottom of the 8th, so we're coming into the top of the 9th. Next inning, 5, 6, 7 for them. I don't think we need to get anyone going. Parrott threw maybe even 1 pitch. I don't know, about a handful of pitches, 1 batter. Council flies out to center. Here's Hubbard. Walks. McElroy, decent at holding runners. We're going to let Hayden in. It's in there. And he finishes up the game. Great job, Jeff Parrott's going to get the save. We get the 2-1 win. What a series of close games. Were they all decided by 1 run? I think they were. Galarraga going 2 for 3. Dante, I thought Dante went yard. That must have been, that was Galarraga, or maybe that was one of the last games. Galarraga goes yard for us. I might have mistakenly thought that was Dante. Dante 0 for 3. Galarraga 2 for 3 with his 17th jack of the year. And then Butch Henry pitching great. Only 2 walks, 6 hits. We'll take that all day. Parrott coming and getting the save in an inning and a third. So now we have the Florida series. That's a 3-game. And then we got a 3-game series with St. Louis before the All-Star game. So All-Star team might be announced before the end of that series. No, I think it's just announced right before the All-Star game, apparently. So we'll go ahead and sim this one. We're not going to play it out. Game 1 against the Marlins. and then we'll sim one of these games this series. Galarraga's tired. We don't have a day off this series or next, so we'll give him that break. Eric Wedge can play first. So can Tatum if we wanted to switch it around. Otherwise, actually Hayes can play a good first. He hasn't gotten in a while, and it'd be great to get him going because he's underperforming what his ratings are according to my scout. That's why he hasn't been playing. Chris Jones been doing a good job coming in at third and doing better than his ratings. I think that's about it. We'll leave Council out. We'll leave Liriano on the bench. We'll go with Benavidez and EY. I think we'll lead off Hubbard. EY will hit 8th. Hayes 7th. Benavidez 6th. I mean, I know he doesn't have a lot of power, but he's got a good slugger. Hit some doubles, some extra base hits. So Dante will move to the cleanup spot. I like this. That's what we're gonna do. We got Dave Need going. He's just been, decent but solid. 5-5, 100 innings pitched already. 4.55 ERA. We're going against Jack Armstrong, 0-0 with a 0. Looks like maybe he's been hurt or something. He's pitched an inning and 2/3. Yeah, so now I do have real life injuries on, so maybe he was hurt in real life in '93. What did he do pitching wise? 196 innings with Florida. So maybe they had him down in the minors in this game. Because it's hard to get 196 innings if you're just starting now. Yeah, actually there it is. He was in the PCL for most of '93 here. So they had him down in the minors, so he's just coming up. So let's welcome him to Mile High Stadium. Not Coors Field until '95. Let's welcome him with hopefully a W. Weissly, Knock, Everett, and Sheffield. And then Konai. They had some decent hitters. Estrade hit 5 for him. I believe that's how you say his name. I think Estrade. Base hit there by Tatum.
Strike 3.
Chris Jones strikes out. Here's Jonte. Walks. Boston up with guys on first and second. 2 outs, ground out to short. 4, 5, 6 for them. 3 up, 3 down. Great job, Dave Neat. Benavidez ground out to short. Charlie Hayes flies out to center. EY ground out. Nothing doing for us. 7, 8, 9 for them. Alex Arias on second with Walt Weiss up 2 outs. Ground out to third. We got David Neal in that. Right play by Weiss. Hubbard beats out the base hit. The right side. Now Armstrong okay at holding runners. McGriff okay arm. We're going to let Tatum hit. Route to my team. Tatum rips. His head. Not guys in the second, third. Base hit. Chris Jones. Jones can steal his head. Base hit up the middle. Nice inning here for us so far. We got a good forward. Daryl Boston. Gap. 4-0. There's Benavidez. Base hit. We're going to send Boston. He won't score, so 5-0. That's going to knock Armstrong out of the game. Andy Larkin, the 19-year-old, 5.95 ERA, 19 innings pitched this year. So here's Hayes up to see if he can join in on the front. He takes a walk. EY, base hit to the left. That's going to load him up.
Strike 3.
Strikes out, that's fine. Hubbard beats Devin. Tatum now up, strikes out. So that'll end our incredible inning. Everett answers with a double and then a base hit by Sheffield. Konine rounds into 2. We'll take that trade. Sheffield, by the way, playing third this game. We got Weiss in short. So Estrade up, double down the line with 1 run for them this inning. Here's runner out Baroa, line out to second. So we got 3, 4, 5. Ground out. Dante sent one deep. That's going to get out. You know what? It's 8-0. Again, it's incredibly fresh. I'm just going to sim this one up. I hope this doesn't flash me by. We're going to just exit this game. 8-1 in the fourth. Let's see how it finishes. 9-5. So not bad. They did creep back a little bit, but good game for us. Dante with 2 ribs, 2 for 4. Benavidez a 3 for 4 game. Need gets the win, goes 6 1/3, gives up 9 hits, no walks for our entire pitching staff. Blair came in, Ruffin got hit a little bit. He gave up 2 in 1 1/3 innings. And then we went with Service. Okay, not bad. You know, I'd like to see him maybe milk Blair a little longer, who has a higher ERA when we're winning by that much. They only threw him 2/3 of an inning. And then maybe not use Service at the end, who's one of my better pitchers. But they got him some work, so that's fine. Looks like, we lost Service to waivers. So the Reds pick up Service. That's funny. He's pitching on the big league roster. Then the very next day, he goes to Cincinnati. Usually waivers take some days there, but because we got historical transactions going, then that's what happened. So we're gonna have to bring a pitcher up from AAA. Let's see who's doing the best down there. Ricard is, but only 23 innings, and he's not very proven yet. He's still 21 years old. Reed got sent down earlier, 4.70 ERA, but doing well in 8 innings in AAA. I'm fine bringing him back up. Let's bring him back up. He'll be kind of a middle relief guy, maybe mop-up type guy for now. But yeah, we'll bring Reed up, so we're back to 25 on the roster. Okay, so this is a 3-game series. Let's sim this one out. If we go to a rubber game, we'll play the 3rd game. If we're going to win the series, we'll sim that out again. So we got Eric Wedge in because Tatum's tired. Sorry, I got to sneeze. Excuse me. So Wedge will be in at catcher. They're suggesting EY to left because Boston is out. That puts Craig Counsell at second. I like that defensively. Give those pitchers some help. We got Lance Painter going, who's been pitching great. Yeah, I'm good with that. So Boston out, Counsell in. I think he'll hit 8th. Wedge will be 7. Benavidez, high on base, 371. I like him hitting 2. We'll go Hubbard 6th. EY leading off. Jones, Galarraga, Bichette. I like that. That's what we're going to do. We got Painter starting. Pen is fresh, so I like simming this out. They should be able to manage that well. They got Carl Everett leading off, Geronimo Baroa 2, Sheffield Conine, Destrade. Here we go. Let's get this win because I'm simming this. 8-4, similar to last game's score. EY 4 for 5, hitting over 300 again. Galarraga 2 for 4. Galarraga solo shot in the 8th. And EY with a 2-run homer as well. Dave Berg hit a 2-run jack against Painter. Hubbard 2 for 3. Counsell 2 for 3. Painter 8 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 5 Ks. Not too bad. I mean, he wasn't going to stay incredibly hot the whole year. So if this is a bad outing, he'd still got the win. He pitched great. He's still under a 3 ERA. Parrott came in, pitched an inning. 2.39 ERA for Parrott. Man, can't be happier with our staff. What are we now? 46 and 37. Man. Oh, and EY hit for the cycle. That's pretty awesome. 4 hits, all for the cycle. And what are the Marlins now? What's their record? I know they're not great. 29 and 54. So got the win, and we should get the win. So we got an important message. What's that here? Oh, that's a AAA home run challenge. Todd Green. Melvin Nieves, some guys that are in the minors. So we got a final game in the Marlins series, and then we got the St. Louis series. We'll sim this one, going for the sweep, and then we'll play the next one to start off the Cardinal series. Dante is tired. They got Cole in. His role as a pinch runner. I'd rather go with somebody else. Let's put EY into left, Daryl Boston into right. That'll open an infield spot. Council's been doing well. Let's go with Council. Let's put him at short. Benavidez to second. I think we'll hit Council 8. EY on fire. We'll lead him off. We'll go Hubbard at 7. Benavidez 6. Boston, Galarraga with a 998 OPS. Jones been struggling a little bit. We might go Hayes in for Jones, or maybe Liriano. Liriano's had less at bats, but Hayes has better ratings. I'd like to get him going. So let's go Boston in the 3 spot with 14 homers. Hayes hitting 5th. Or, we could go Benavidez 2 with a 366 on base percentage and move everybody down. I think that's what we're going to do. Tatum 3, Galarraga, Boston, Hayes, Hubbard. Even Hubbard Hayes I'm good with. Hayes has 5 homers, but Hubbard's got a higher slugging. Hayes had a lot of at-bats. That's what we're going to do. We got Mo Sanford going. He's been cold. He's got a 6.86 ERA. Hopefully going against Florida, he can get going here a little bit. I brought him up not too long ago from the minors. Let's see, because he was doing well in AAA. And we get an 8-1 win. So we're piling the runs on the Marlins this series. We get the sweep. We have 12 hits. Tatum run scoring single. Boston run scoring singles. Hayes with a 2-run triple. So he was 1 for 4, but he had a big hit. That's good. Benavidez 2 for 4. Tatum and Galarraga with 2 hits as well. But great to see Mo Sanford pitching outstanding. Second win of the year, 7 1/3. Only 1 walk. That's good because his control isn't great. He's a high stuff guy. He had 10 Ks. Wow, he was on fire. 7 1/3. We went with Blair to finish it up. I like that. I would have been fine with Steve Reed going in with an 8-1 lead there to finish up the game. But Blair 4.78 ERA. That's fine too. So great series for us with the sweep against Florida. Now we got St. Louis. I'll play the first game here to start it off. There's Young in the news with his cycle. Nothing else really in the news that's too exciting. Oh, Molitor hit for the cycle on the Blue Jays. I believe he's on the Blue Jays. So we're gonna keep EY in the leadoff. Tatum, Jones still not been hitting well lately. Hubbard's tired. He'll come out. So they like Cole in center. I'm gonna go Boston in center. We could move Jones to left, put an infielder in. We're gonna do that. So an infielder will come in for Cole. They got John Frascatori, who's a rookie, 2.56 ERA in 36 innings. He's pitching great his rookie year. Maybe we go with Hayes again. It's either Hayes or Liriano or Council for defensive purposes. I like going Council. He'll go to short. Benavidez to second. Council going to hit 8th. So we got EY to left. Jones would be at third, but we're going to bring Jones out too. So we'll go with Hayes. We'll go with Hayes at third. Dante hitting 3. Actually, I like Boston 3, Dante 5. Then we'll go, I guess, Benavidez, Hayes, Council. Ashby starting, 3.17 ERA. Man, he's been a great young pitcher for us. In real life, he ended up being a great young pitcher for San Diego, but he wasn't good with the Rockies. Obviously, at altitude, it hurts your numbers a little more. So 2 good young pitchers here going. Cardinals, I didn't see what their record was, but I don't think they're great this year. Offensively, I say that. They're going to have a great offensive game now, I'm sure. But we lead it off with a ground out. EY Tatum ripping one in the gap for a double. And Boston, see if we can cash Tatum in. Base hit up the middle. We're going to send him even though he's slow and he gets thrown out. Thought that ball looked deep enough. Little blooper, that's going to score 0 Boston. Oh, and then it looks like Galarraga tried stretching into a double, got thrown out, but the run does count. Here's Perry, flies out with runner on second, so nothing to do with Cards. Second inning, Dante ground out. Benavidez with a strikeout. Charlie Hayes ripping a double. It'd be great to get him going. So runner on second for Council. They go at him, grounds out to short. 5, 6, 7 for them. Leadoff double Perry. Witten strikes out. Here's the Wizard. Base hit that's going to score a run and tie the game. Ozzie Smith then steals or moves up to second. Fly out by Pagnazzi. Here's the pitcher. We're going to go right at him and strike him out. So they tie the game. Ashby up here, pitcher spot, the third, ground out to short. EY, ground out to second. Tatum strikes out. So Cardinals trying to get a little momentum at the top of the order now, 3 up, 3 down. Great job, Ashby shuts down that momentum. We're at 3, 4, 5. Little fly out, shallow fly out by Dante. Galarraga sends one deep, but it's caught center. And then Dante grounds out. So 3 up, 3 down. 4, 5, 6 for them. Guys on the corners, nobody out. Mark grounds out the run. Witten's going to get caught stealing. Great job, Tatum throwing him out. And Ozzie ground out to third. So they get a run. We're at 6, 7, 8. Ground out Benavidez. Frascatori doing a great job so far for them. Liner up the middle. That's a base hit for Hayes. He can steal a little bit, but Pagnazzi's got a good arm. Frascatori not great at holding runners, but with the 8 spot up here and the pitcher spot up next, we're not going to do it. Council ball in play. That's an error by Luis Alcia. So now Ashby is up. He's thrown 61 pitches. I want to keep him in. He's a great runner. We're going to bunt with those runners over. I know it's not that big of a deal to get that runner to third with 2 outs, but he's got 2 strikes now. So that's and a base hit by Ashby. He actually has an okay average this year, I believe. If I'm remembering correctly, that's his batting set. 292 in 24 at bats. So maybe I shouldn't have tried to bunt with him the whole time. Here's EY up with the base loaded, 1 out. It's a pivotal moment here. Base hit up the middle. EY ties the game. Now we got Tatum up. Frascatori staying in. Base hit Tatum. Ashby is an awful runner. We're not going to send him. We're going to try to keep this rally going. Boston up 3 spot with Galarraga on deck. Deep fly ball. That'll score Ashby. Galarraga now up with guys on the corners. 2 outs. He strikes out. We get a 4-2 lead now. 8-9-1 up for them. 3 up, 3 down. Great job, Ashby. Not only helping your cause, but then 3 up, 3 down following it. Dante with the leadoff walk. There's a fly out Benavidez. We might consider stealing here if we get 2 outs. Here's Hayes up. Strikes out. So 2 outs. Council up. I guess they could just pitch around Council if we do steal, but Ashby can get all. So we're going to try it. We get thrown out. That's all right. Council will lead off next. Ashby had only 68 pitches. They're at 2-3-4. They got a runner on second for Gaylord, Gerald. Pass ball gets Langford to third. Perry base hit. So it's 4-3 now. Ashby only had 83 pitches. Bernard Gilkey up. He's 2 for 2 today. They got 1 out. Runner on 1. We're going to go at him. We're going to get a double play. He walks. So that moves the tying run up to second. We're going to get somebody going. 88 pitches. They got Witten and Ozzy switch hitters, and then Pagnozzi, the righties. So we're going to get a righty going. Parrott, I think, well, Holmes, he hasn't pitched in a while. He's my best available guy except for Parrott, but he's at 100%. So we're going to go with Holmes. We're going to visit the mound here for a little more time. And we're going to let Ashby face Witten. He steals third on us. Draw here he does. So runners on the corners. Almost ready he is. We're going to come in and face the Wizard. Ashby's just kind of falling apart. Round the step that you can't run the out of home. Pagnozzi now. Round out to short. Great job. Holmes strikes out. Do we leave Holmes in? I mean, he's thrown 10 pitches. We're going into the bottom of the 7th. Our pen is pretty fresh, so we can afford to take him out. We're going to take him out. Brascatori's still in for them. We're going to go with our best available pinch hitter, Nelson Liriano. Besides Hubbard, who's tired. So Liriano's going to come in. We're going to get. They have switch hitters and lefties all coming up. Besides the pitcher spot, 9th spot, which I assume they'll possibly pinch hit. So we might get a righty going. Let Reed maybe face one guy. I'd rather go with a tired player. Well, Reed's got a better ERA. We're going to go with Reed. And then we will go with a lefty. I suppose Ruffin, he got, I think we'll go with Wayne. Ruffin got hit around a little last time. Wayne does have the worst ERA, but he's at 100%. So once Reed goes in, I'll warm up Ruffin as well, just in case Wayne runs into trouble. Fly out Liriano. Let's see if we can get a 2-out rally. Get EY on, grounds out. Okay. So we're gonna go with okay, they got a lefty. They got Tim Jones. So we're gonna go with Wayne. We'll keep Reed ready. We're gonna warm up Bruce. So lefty here. Wayne against
Strike 3.
Who is it? Jones. He strikes him out. Great job. Here's Greg Jeffries now, top of the order. Fly out to center, deep fly out. Luis Alcea now up. Ground out to short. Nice job, Gary Wayne. So let's sit Steve Reed. Ruffin's ready. We'll sit him, but we'll get him going again just in case. 2 outs. So Tatum based it up the middle. Now we could pinch run. It's the 8th inning. That's a big run there. Brumley is outstanding at holding runners though, so I think we'll wait. Maybe if we get 2 outs, and he picks off Tatum, so that negates the hit. Here's Boston, little liner to the right side. So let's get Ruffin going again, and then if we get into trouble with these righties coming up, I'd like to get a righty going. That would be Parrott. If we get into trouble, he's our best reliever. Maybe he can go to the bottom of the 8th and the 9th. So here's Galarraga, deep fly to left, but nothing doing. So we're going to leave Wayne in to face one guy at a time. Here's Langford, strikes him out. And Gerald Perry, he big infield hit. Bernard Gilkey now up. I think we go with Garrett. I mean, we're trying to win here. So Garrett's a righty. We go to the righty. He's my best pitcher. Maybe double switch. I don't think so. I don't want to take these guys out. So we'll go Parrott. We'll leave Ruffin ready. I don't know, in case we get to these switch hitters. Parrott struggling. Double play. So much of a struggle. So we're going to sit Ruffin. If we get to Parrott this inning, we should go with Ruffin. Or Parrott's going to finish up the 9th otherwise. Base hit by Bichette. He can steal, but Brumley's great at home runners. Line out, base hit to center. They're asking if I want to send Dante. No, not with nobody out. We got guys on first and second, nobody out. Hayes is terrible at bunting. You know what? We might pinch hit with someone who's going to bunt, and then go Jones into third. Because, well, how is Hayes done? What is he? He is 2 for 3. He's kind of coming out of his slump. Let's let him hit. 2 for 3. Almost a pass ball, but can't advance. Fly out to center. Let's let him tag Chet's Bassett. Look deep enough, and it gets him over. So productive out there by Hayes. That was Council up. Guys in the corners. Deep fly to center. That'll do it. That'll get a runner. So now Parrott's up. He threw 1 pitch. This is a tough one. I mean, he's my best guy. We're up 2, so it's not like we're up 4, where I'd feel more comfortable going with Ruffin. And there's 2 outs, so your chances of getting a run are not that high. I'm gonna let him hit. We're gonna keep it in. Strikes out, a biggie. We're gonna let him try to get the save here. And they get a leadoff double. Here's Ozzie Smith. Fly out to center. We're gonna get runners going. Hegnazi, runner on 2. Fly out to center. Now we got the pitcher spot. Todd Zeal hitting. Base hit up the middle. So we're gonna let him go. One more guy. Face Greg Jeffries. Fly out to right. So Parrott gets the save. Great job. Ashby pitching well enough. Gets the win. 2 earned runs and 5 1/3. Nice win for us. We're on a roll, man. We're on a roll. Tatum with a 3-hit game. Charlie Hayes with a 2-hit game. And Ashby with the win. Frascatori pitched pretty well for them. 2 earned runs in 7 innings, really well. 5 Ks. So they got Rail Cormier going now. And then we have just one more game. We're gonna sim this one out, and then we might just sim the final. If we're going for the sweep, we'll sim the final one. If we're trying to win the series, I'll play it out, because then we'll see who made the All-Star game. I think Galarraga hopefully is gonna make it. That's gonna be it for us, but we'll see who else makes it. EY Ben Hot, we're gonna keep him leading off. Tatum, Jones, I like him maybe 6th. Let's go Boston 3, Galarraga, Dante, Jones we'll put back in. Although I like maybe Hayes in. We could go Jones to the outfield. This would be more of an offensive way to do it if we bring out, I guess, Hubbard. Bring Hubbard out. So we'll go Hayes into third, Jones into left. Daryl Boston can play a decent center. Hubbard is better. I like Hubbard better in center. Boston's a 45. I think Hubbard's a 50. But Hubbard's got good range, 65. Boston might have 65 or 60. 60. That's according to my scout, so that might not be 100% accurate. But we're going to do this. I guess Benavidez 8. But your 8 hitters hitting 343. It's pretty solid. Unless we get Jones 8, but he's a slugger. And, I mean, I guess I'll go Hayes 8. We'll go Hayes 8. Still, your 7 hitters hitting 343. Pretty solid. All right, we got Butch Henry going, facing Rail Cormier, who's 4-7 with a 5.53 ERA. Not great. I like this matchup for us. Butch Henry pitched pretty well his last game, from what I remember. So we're going to sim it out here. And they win 7-3. So that puts it into our win streak. Cardinals are 41-44. They get their 41st win. They got 4 runs in the 7th. So that hurt. We were tied. Looks like maybe our pen or maybe Butch Henry really got hit around a lot there in the 7th. EY 3 hits at the top of the order. Galarraga and Bichette 2 hits. We had 10 on the day. Offense was not a problem. We had Hayes with a jack, and Galarraga is 19th of the year. Butch Henry hit a double. Ray Langford, his 8th homer of the year for them. Pretty sound defensively. Only one error. Combined teams. Brian Jordan, who's pretty good out there in the outfield, but he made an error. And Butch Henry gave up 12 hits and 7 runs in 6 innings. They should have taken him out before that. So he was the one that gave up that big inning as well. Threw 100 pitches. They really should have, I assume. I mean, I guess I wasn't in the game to see, but really giving up that many hits, they should have brought him out earlier. They had the hook long on him, but our pen was fresh and the game was tied. It was kind of a pivotal moment. Should have gone with like Parrott or somebody, but that's like I served me right because I didn't play the game. So I will play this last one out now. Looks like now we will see who makes the All-Star game. This will be the last game of this video. And let's see who made the All-Star game. So for the AL, we got Gubitska with the Royals, Bill Kruger with Detroit. These guys are sub-3 ERAs. Charlie LeBrant with Texas, sub-3. Ben McDonald and Musina, both Baltimore. Kevin Tapney with Minnesota, 13-game winner. He and Gubitska leading the AL, I assume at least, unless someone is leading and didn't make the All-Star game. They got to be. Mark Eichhorn with a 1.45 ERA. Toronto, Jamie Moyer with a 3.86 for Baltimore. Dennis Eckersley, 19 saves, kind of more going on his name. He's got a 3.26 ERA. And then Greg Olson, 20 saves with a 2.16. Chris Hoyley's Leyritz and Pudge at catcher. Wally Joyner, Olerud, JT Snow with California, the Angels. Frank Thomas, Mike Stanley, and Olerud. Yeah, Wally Joyner. Wow, ton of first basemen making it. Alomar, Scott Fletcher, second base. Paul Molitor, the only third baseman. John Valentin at short. And then a lot of outfielders. Bell with Cleveland. Juan Gone, Mike Greenwell, Paul O'Neill, Stan Javier, another Angel. Kenny Lofton with Cleveland. Tim Salmon, and Dave Winfield. In the NL, we got Avery, 10-1 with a 2.58. John Burkett. This guy, Silvio Sensale, in real life never made the bigs, but in this game they brought him up, and he's an all-star. So that's pretty cool. You still have scenarios like that, even with the historical transactions in the recalc engine on. Tom Glavine, Tommy Green, 270, 9-5. Greg Maddux, of course, 12-5. He might be leading the NL, 2.62 ERA. Terry Mulholland, Jose Rijo. Rod Beck, 21 saves, a 4.22 ERA, though. Probably kind of going because of his name. Trevor Hoffman. Don't know if he has a lot of saves, but he's got a. No, he's been a middle relief guy for him. 39 innings, 231. Doug Jones. Lee Smith with 16 saves, 0-7 though, and a 6.21. So he makes it because of his name. That is a thing in this game. If you want it to be, you can change the setting. Player popularity, influence on All-Star game. Catchers, Biggio, Dalton, Piazza, Slot, Wilkins, a ton of catchers making it. Bagwell, Galarraga, Grace making it as first baseman. Kevin Mitchell, Sheffield, and Ron Gant are the infielders. So they're going to, I don't know, Biggio or someone will have to play second. And then outfield, we got Bonds, Eisenreich, who's hitting 353. I think he's leading the NL in batting average. Dykstra, Dante making it as well. That's good to see. Dante, an all-star. Brian Jordan, David Justice, and Roberto Kelly. So that's the All-Star game. Roberto Kelly just hit for the cycle as well. We've had a lot of cycles lately. So the rubber match, against St. Louis. Final game before the All-Star break. Tatum's tired, but we have a day off. We have the All-Star break, so I'm going to play him. I'm going to make him play. Young's been on fire. We got to keep him in. I think we're going to go. Yeah, Jones been cold. He's been pretty cold. Do we go defensive and go Chris Jones in and move Dante to third? Or do we, I like to try to keep getting Hayes going. Put him in at third. He'll hit 8. I guess Benavidez will be 7. Or Hubbard hitting 293. We'll go Hubbard 7. Benavidez with a 357 on base. He'll hit 2. Tatum in the 3, I guess. Or we go Tatum 2 with a 376 on base. I like Tatum 2. We're going to do that. Boston 3, Galarraga, Bichette, Benavidez 6. And David Need going to be going. I believe got the win his last outing. 6-5. Yep, because he was 5-5. And over 100 innings for us already. Can't ask for too much more, for a young pitcher with an expansion team. He's got a 4.53 ERA, but we're playing half our games at altitude. Going against TJ Matthews, who's 7-3 with a 3.23 ERA. Who did the Cardinals have for All-Stars? Did Langford or Jordan maybe make it? I don't know. I don't know if they. I don't remember seeing anybody. Oh, Lee Smith, wasn't he their closer? Yeah, Lee Smith made it, but I hope we get to face him. Well, I don't, because he's their closer. I hope we get to face him, in a close game. When they bring him in. So EY and Tatum both start the game with a strikeout. And then a deep fly there by Boston, caught at the fence. 3 up, 3 down for them.
Strike 3.
Galarraga strikes out. Dante strikes out. Holy cow, TJ Matthews. He is a decent stuff guy. He's a rookie. And Benavidez grounds out, so Matthews is coming in looking good. They got guys on first and second, nobody out. Line out by Gilkey. Here's Todd Seal, strikeout. Ozzie Smith now up, fly out to left. Great job getting out of that, Dave Need. Here's 7-8-9 for us. We'll see if we can stop striking out. There's a fly out to right and a ground out. And now David Need up with 2 outs, nobody on, ground out. So at least we get some balls in play. 8-9-1 for them. They got runners on. They got the bases loaded now with 1 out. Ground. What I was hoping we get up there. We can't turn it. EY and Benavidez can't turn it. Maybe if I would have had Counselor. So they get the run in. Here's Gerald Carey. The guys on the corners, 2 outs, fly out to right. So we get out of it with just 1 run. But we need to get something going offensively. Coming around to the next time around, Tatum, second time through the order with a jack. So we tie it up. Here's Daryl Boston. He strikes out. TJ Matthews, 5 Ks already. And Galarraga with a flyout. So 6, 7, 8 now for them. 2 on, nobody out for Ozzie Smith. Going to ground in with double play. Great job, Dave Need. There's TJ Matthews now right at him. He strikes out. So keep the game tied. 5, 6, 7 now for us. Dante reaches on an infield single. How's Matthews at hold runners? He's above average. Todd Seal a little below average arm though. So we could steal, but let's not do it with no outs. Although we ground out now to get Dante the lead runner. There's Hubbard deep fly to center. That's caught. So now 2 outs. Hayes up. We're going to let him hit. He walks. David Need up now. 75 pitches. We got to leave him in. They are coming. See, in real life, this when they now that both the NL has the DH, which I hate, but this if they had the pitcher spot here in real life, 75 pitches, got through 4 innings in the 5th, they might consider pinch hit. We're gonna let him hit. Top of their order. Nice job, Here's EY with the lead off double. That's big. We got Jim Tatum up now. We're going to let him swing because he's not good at bunting. And he cracks a double, so we got back-to-back doubles. Daryl Boston now up, so we got the lead. Boston's going to walk. Here's Galarraga. Line out to center. Let's get the runner here. Dante up, runs on the corner, and grounds it. So we do get the run in. We'll let Need keep rolling. He's at 84 pitches. They're at 5, 6, 7. They got guys on first and second, nobody out. Todd Seal up, who's a pretty good slugger. 8 jacks, 800 OPS. We're going to visit the mound and get somebody going. Bunch of switch hitters coming up next. So maybe Munoz. I know he's been cold, but or Wayne. Munoz's ERA is lower. I mean, Ruffin's tired. I'm going to rule him out. Parrott, we could go Parrott with switch hitters up. Let's get them both going. Obviously, Parrott's the better pitcher. We'll visit the mound to give him a little more time. There we go. So here we go. Seal up, let him base it up the middle. Nobody out. Neither of these guys are quite ready. Here's Ozzie Smith. Let him base Ozzie. He gets the out. Exactly. Now Matthews in. So we'll let Need face him. Maybe we can get a double play or something. We've got the out at first. Okay. So now these guys are ready. Top of the order. We're going to take them out. I think we'll go with Munoz the lefty facing Jeffries the switch hitter. Especially Munoz gets a lot of movement. High movement guy. Don't need a strikeout. We got 2 outs. So we'll go Munoz in. Jeffries on to it. We're up 4-2. Here's data. Live metal in the inning. So Cardinals take up 42. Benavidez base it up the middle. Jim Matthews still rolling for them. There's Hubbard pass ball that gets him second. Hubbard ground out, gets the runner over though. Hayes up now. Runner on 3. 1 out. He'll strike out. So Munoz now the pitcher spot. We're going to pinch hit. We're going to go with Liriano. Because we can certainly use a base hit here. Parrott will come in the bottom of the 7th. They do have lefty, righty, lefty. So let's get Wayne going. If he's ready, we might use him, and then we'll go Parrott in the 8th. Liriano fly out to left. So Parrott is hiring. He's ready. So Wayne's still warming up. Let's go Parrott. He's our best guy in the 9th spot. And 3 up, 3 down. So couldn't ask more for Parrott there. Wayne, we're going to sit. They got righty. We'll get a righty going here. We might even get Parrott. But towards the end of the inning, which is now already 2 up, 2 down. So we'll go Holmes. I mean, these guys, we don't have a game tomorrow. These are the guys we're going to try to use our best guy. So Boston ground out, so that ends the inning. So Parrott up. Parrott's still throwing 10 pitches. We'll let him keep going. One guy at a time. There's a base hit. Here's Todd Seal. We'll let him face Seal. This will be it if he gets a hit. They move Gilkey up though on a steal. Ground out to third. That gets him over. So we're going to go with Holmes now. I guess we could double switch in case we get a rally and tie the game in the 9th and take the lead. I want to keep Holmes in because I don't have that many great options after Holmes. So we can go Boston out, because if we came all the way back down, we should have the lead hopefully. So we can go Boston out. I guess Jones. Townsend's maybe a better hitter right now than Jones. We don't really need the defense right now. We need the offense, but Jones still slugging .509. So I just feel like if we could use slugging with like this pitching spot comes up. So I'm going to go with Jones. That way he can play left as well. And then we'll go Holmes in the 3 spot for Boston. So we'll see if this pays off. We can get our little rally going in the 9th. We have 3, 4, 5 coming up. But first things first, let's get out of this. I don't think I want to pitch around or walk Ozzy up. They have the pitcher spot up next, which they may pinch hit for anyway. I know it's set up to double play, but Ozzy's not a great hitter right now. Pitching ground out. Mark Whitten now with 2 outs as a pinch hitter, and he strikes him out. So great job there, Holmes. 4, 5, 6 now for us. And we get somebody on. Fly out Galarraga. We got Lee Smith in. This is who that on the base. Dante. Ground out to short, so Lee Smith rolling so far. Benavidez get on with 2 outs to go. That'll do it. The Cardinals win the series. They're 42 and 44. We still have a great first half at 48 and 39. I mean, we're on pace to win a decent chunk of games. 70 maybe, 80 even? I don't know. We're 7 games above 500 right now. Pretty solid. Tatum with a great game. So let's look at versus real life, guys that are way outperforming. Tatum in real life was not this good. He's had a great year. Boston with 14 jacks. He might have had around like a 267 average, though. Galarraga is similar to what he would have been. I think he has more power in this replay, but in real life, he won the batting title in 93. Dante probably pretty similar. Benavidez, I don't think he was that good. He wasn't hitting over 300 with a 8-something OPS. Hubbard, I don't think was this good either. Hayes was better in real life. He's underperforming in this game. Liriano is probably similar. And then, like, pitching-wise, our bullpen is way better. I mean, Parrott's got a 2.21 ERA. Holmes with an ERA in the 3s. The starting pitching might be similar. Our starting pitching is not that good in this game. In fact, let's see where it's ranked. 14th, so that's last because they got 28 teams right now. So 14th in the NL. But bullpen ERA is 8th, so that's pretty solid. But yeah, Ashby, doing better than he did in real life with the Rockies. He ended up being a good pitcher. Need pretty similar. Henry pretty similar. I don't know if Sanford came up in 93. I don't think he did. And Painter so far in 31 innings doing a lot better in this game than in real life. Council was not up either until like 95 or something, I think. So I brought him up early, and he's doing great. Let's see who wins the All-Star game. And then this will be it. Here's power rankings. Where are we at? We are 5th because we've been on fire lately. Phillies number 1, Braves number 2, Angels number 3. A little bit of a surprise there. I mean, they're having a good year, but their team, like, they weren't great back in 93. So Angels are a surprise and Rockies are a surprise so far. Salmon, Edmonds, Chili Davis, JT Snow, they got a decent team. Pitching, Langston and Finley. So they're a bit of a surprise. So are the Orioles probably. But Phillies and Braves, not a surprise there. And let's sim out the All-Star game. Looks like Bell won the home run derby. Career home runs, it gives you little updates. Hank Aaron in this game, 755, Babe Ruth. Okay, let's finish today, the All-Star game, and see what happened. Looks like Stan Javier had a great game, and the Angels win 15-6. Wow, the Angels, the American League, I mean. AL with a big win in the All-Star game. That'll be it for the first half. Thanks for watching. It's been fun. Next video that I do will be later on in the year, and we'll see how the Rockies are doing. Not really good chance that we'll make the playoffs because back in 93, you had to win. Like, we have to catch up to the Braves. You got to win the West. So really, I mean, even though we're second, we're tied for second, which is pretty unbelievable. Now, next year, 94, they'll have the wild card. Obviously, in real life, they had the strike. We won't have the strike. We'll play it out. And so, if we have this kind of year next year, we could make the playoffs. But it's going to be really hard to catch the